I still believe in you. Hey everybody, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. Y'all, I am sorry, but I am here. I am back, I am live, and I am in full effect. So, I know it's been a minute. I don't even know if I want to talk about what has kept me away for the past couple of weeks, because it's just been a very trying time. And but I'm so glad to be back, and I think I'm realizing more even now, just doing this channel alone really does help with my mental health. So I'm very happy to be back. But anyways, enough about me. How are you guys doing today? In case if you didn't know, my name is Muffet, and my channel's name is Muffet Loves, because I would like to share with you all of the things that I am in love with, and I am hoping to share all that information with you this year in 2024. Okay, so I want to share with you guys fragrance brands that I have not given up on. It's now the beginning of the year, and I'm kind of vamping up to get some hauls going this year. I've been doing really well with saving and you know, trying to be more responsible with what I spend my money on as far as for fragrance goes. I've been setting a goal to financially put myself in a place of an even higher responsibility than I had last year in 2023, and I am doing so great with that. But what I'd like to do before I purchase a bunch of perfumes at one time, I like to sample fragrances. So as we all know, the spring season is definitely gearing up. Winter what? Winter who? All right, we didn't have a real winter, but anyways, I'm cool with that. Just as long as I'm not melting, you know, and sweating and dripping and all that kind of foolishness right there. I can't do the summer, y'all already know, but I digress. I digress. Okay, so what I like to do, what I've noticed throughout my whole fragrance journey is that around springtime, I start getting a bunch of fragrances all together. It's like spring season for me and fall season for me are perfume season in a way, if that makes sense. You have the big Sephora sales coming on. Multiple of the gray websites are all doing crazy deals around the spring and the fall. And I'm ready to start adding new fragrances to my collection. So in order to do that, I have to sample first, because I do blind buy, but I don't blind buy that much, especially not now that I'm being more financially responsible. So I want to share with you guys fragrance lines that I have tried and sampled in the past. However, they didn't quite stick with me yet, but for some reason there's something about that line that is still pulling me towards them. It's kind of like I've seen the quality of the fragrance, I smell the makeup of it, and I'm just like, this is not a cheap unthought type of formula. It's very much complex. I could see how someone could fall in love with this fragrance, although it wasn't necessarily for me. But these are brands that I have not given up on. I've smelt a few brands where I'm just like, okay, they may have too many fragrances that I haven't had a chance to smell them all, or you kind of get the concept of the brand's DNA. However, nothing quite works for you yet. So there are certain brands that I'm still kind of holding out on, and I want to share those with you guys, and also let me know if you can relate to what I'm talking about right now, because I do believe that there are fragrance brands that I don't have yet, even though I may not have liked any of their stuff. I still believe in them. You know what I'm saying? I still believe in you. I still believe in you. So I have with me about 4 brands that I want to talk to you about today, and I want to express just the type of love and care that I have for how they make their fragrances, how they package their fragrances. I just don't have any of them yet. If you are interested to know what brands that I have not given up on, please stay tuned. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and also click on that bell so you know of the next time that I upload a video. And if you feel like sharing, go ahead and share this. You know what I'm saying? Spread the Muffets loves. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the first brand that I want to talk about is House of Sillage, guys. Okay. So I know House of Sillage is a They have so many classics. Their bottles are absolutely gorgeous. I've always wanted a cupcake, you know, but I still have not yet found the cupcake that's right for me. And so let me just share with you what my experiences was with this brand. So I started off with two samples that I purchased from the actual House of Sillage website. And I'm going to tell you which ones they are. So the first set of sampling that I got from House of Sillage was actually their Disney collection. Okay, so this came with the Mickey and the Minnie perfume samples. I was so excited to get these. I was hearing just the rave about how amazing they were. And I tried both of them, and y'all, I couldn't. And I was specifically interested in the Minnie Mouse because I was hearing how beautiful of a strawberry scent that it was. And when I smelled it, it just smelled so artificial to me. Now, the DNA that House of Sillage has, it's a high oil concentration in their fragrances, which I don't mind. I think the more oil, the merrier, the longer it's going to stay on my body. That's what I would assume. That's what I would assume, and that's what I would hope for. So let me just share with my experience. I'm just going to spray them now. And what's crazy is that I had this sitting in my perfume collection for probably like a year, between a year and a half. And I came back to it a couple weeks ago, and still my mind never changed. These fragrances are just not for me. So let me just sample these real quick, and I'm just gonna recollect what I thought. Okay, so let's just start off with Minnie Mouse. Now, to me, Minnie Mouse smells, y'all remember the red chapstick? I know they still sell them and make them, but this smells like the red waxy chapstick that I remember growing up using. It's very nostalgic, and if anything, it smells more like cherry than it does raspberry. I know there's marshmallow and there's whipped cream in the Minnie Mouse as well, but there's something very artificial and waxy about this. And you know what? Looking at the notes, I think it's because the coconut and the raspberry are together at the same point in the fragrance. Now, I don't know if maybe one more potent than the other would make this more tolerable for me, but to have that coconut and raspberry together makes this fragrance smell very waxy. And I just can't with the Minnie Mouse, y'all. I can't. So, yeah, I still don't care for this one. Now, as for the Mickey Mouse, I started to get a fresher scent when I sampled it just now. The coconut is in here as well, but the cardamom and the citrus notes that are in here actually give this a beautiful freshness, and I like it. And as it dries down, I start to smell a lot more of the cardamom. Now, I do like this perfume, but not enough to purchase. You know, these fragrances are very expensive. Even at a discounted price, I still would not purchase the Mickey Mouse. I still wouldn't. Yeah, and after a while, that cardamom gets a little bit indolic, and I don't want that scent to be on my skin. But I just think that the marketing is really, really beautiful. I love the fact that they have amazing sales. Their cupcakes are so gorgeous. I really, really hope one day to find that cupcake that's for me. And you guys, now that you guys have had an idea of what my fragrance taste is, let me know which House of Sillage fragrances that you think would work really, really well for me. I'm really interested on trying those out. So with House of Sillage, I didn't stop there. I went and I got their, I don't know which one is this. This is the Whispers in the Garden sampling set. Okay, so I have all of them here. I tried all of them out, and as you can see, one is missing because this is the one that I actually liked. I got to figure out what that one was because I lost it. But what I noticed about, I'll tell you eventually what I thought. Okay, so I tried out the fragrances. I'll tell you why this one is missing. So I have here the ones turned upside down are the ones that I didn't like. The ones that were turned right side up are the ones that I wanted to go back to and try and sniff. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 samples, I only liked 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those samples, and only one of them I fell in love with enough to take it out the box and spend a little more time with it. Okay, so looking at the back of this box now, it lets you know what samples are included in the sample set. So it was the Whispers of Admiration is what I really, really liked. So the Whispers of Admiration opens up with clementine and coconut. The middle notes are candy apple, gardenia, and the base notes are sandalwood and musk. And I fell in love with this fragrance. However, one thing I did notice about the Whispers of Admiration is that it did not last on my skin. Now, I really wish I could find it because I would like to know if by now, over a year later, because I purchased these two samples at the same time, I wonder if it would stay on my skin longer. If all it needed to do was sit, that would be awesome. I probably would be purchasing Whispers of Admiration. But yeah, I guess the jury's still out on that. Once I find it, I know it's somewhere. If I found out that it lasts for a decent amount of time, I will probably be purchasing Whispers of Admiration, but I will definitely not be paying full price for it because it's a beautiful fragrance, but not to the point to where I would drop hundreds of dollars on this fragrance. I wouldn't do that. So far, I have not found a house of Sillage that I would spend a bunch of money on, you know? And I know there's a lot more to sample with this brand. I love the fact that they have a lot of variety, but I don't want to say too much variety because I think it's great that you have a lot of variety, but for someone that has to purchase all of the samples just to try out, just to see if they even like a fragrance or not, I just think that's it's financially unfair, okay, if that's a term, because these samples together were like what, maybe like from what I remember, $60 something. I'll put the exact amount of how much these samples were on the screen, but they're not cheap. So that's why I only have these samples right here from the website, and I haven't been in a rush. From my experience, I haven't been in a rush to go back and get more samples just because of what my impressions were from, you know, these two sample sets. But I still do believe that there is a cupcake out there for me that lasts long, that is absolutely gorgeous, but I just don't know which one it is. So I'm asking you, my fragrance lovers, what do you think I would like? Knowing what I feel about these samples right here and knowing what my fragrance profile is, which perfume do you think I would really, really like? Leave a comment down below because I will definitely sample that specific one. I hear that Greta Beth has samples on her website, so I will buy individual samples, but I don't think I would ever buy another full set of samples from House of Sillage again because I feel like I really threw away my money buying these two. Honestly, I'm not happy about that, but the excitement was real. I was hyped. It was hyped, you know. I felt hyped, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, you know. But I will definitely be donating this and claiming this on my taxes, okay, because I'm gonna get my money back. Next up, you guys, I want to talk about Sora Dora. Okay, so I would say about a year ago, I purchased their whole set of samples from their website. And as you can see, the only one I have left is the Broceliande. I hope I said it right. And this is the only one that I could tolerate a little bit. And I've sprayed it just now. And y'all, I just cannot. This should have went to Goodwill with the rest of them. And, you know, and I say it and not joking to say I'm going to donate or give it to Goodwill or, you know, Salvation Army, whatever the case is. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean someone else isn't going to like it. And they can enjoy these samples that I donate at a fraction of the cost. So when I donate, I really hope that people that actually pick these perfume samples up really, really enjoy them. So Sora Dora has this DNA of just thickness. You know what I'm saying? I'll look at the notes, I'll smell something and I'm just like, ooh, what's that? I'll go and I'll look at the notes and I'm just like, there it is, Castoreum, there it is, Suede, there it is, Elemi. Oh my, there's just always that wild card note in here that just like functifies the each fragrance. And it was just kind of frustrating. So I said, you know what, we're just going to donate the whole set. And yeah, this is going to go and be donated as well. So I say this to say the reason why I have not given up on Soradora is because they have come out with 2 fragrances where I feel like it would be right up my alley. Those are the 2 bottles that are in the lighter package, the white packaged bottles. So one is called Njie. And this has notes of apple, peach, apricot, puff pastry, osmanthus, hazelnut, plum, caramel, almond, musk, and vanilla. Y'all, that is right up my alley. I feel like the notes in here scream spring, summer, and early fall. Basically, the majority of the year. And you can go fresh with this, you can go sweet with this. These notes can be so feminine. So I'm really excited to see how my body chemistry works with this scent. The next scent that I want to check out is the Mallow. So that perfume has pink pepper, raspberry, sugar, violet, almond, heliotrope, orange blossom, musk, and ambrette. These scream Muffet. Like, why have you not picked me up yet? And honestly, I've just been kind of standoffish to the brand. I don't know if it's like I'm traumatized, but it's just like, golly, everything is just so thick. But now that these are back in stock, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to purchase some samples, and I want to see how my body chemistry works with both of these. So I have not given up on you, Soradora. I believe in you, because even though I didn't like the previous fragrances that they created, I still believe that the quality of the bottle, just the make of the fragrances itself, it's high quality. You know, it's just not my scent profile, but I still feel like that brand is very, very good. So yeah, I have not given up on Soradora. And I will also be keeping you guys posted. I'm going to do a video coming up soon. Once I sample all that I want to sample, I'm going to actually have a wish list for the spring. So stay tuned for that. The next brand I want to talk about is Miyake. Okay, I've heard so many great things about this fragrance line, and I remember when I was first starting to sampling all these fragrances, I heard so much about the Note Vanille. So I got the Note Vanille and I was like, what? Why? I don't understand what the hype is. Now I know they did a reformulation, and I don't know if I caught the reformulation and not the original. I must have sampled it I probably sampled it spring of 2022. And so I don't know if I caught the original one or the old one, but when I tell you, I never opened it back up again. I was just like, no, that was probably one of the worst vanillas that I've ever smelled before in my life, honestly. And then I've been hearing about, they have the Ilani Gold. There's some other fragrances that I wanted to try from Miyake. So I love the whole branding of the fragrance line. They look like they're very good quality fragrances. I hear so many great things. I'm a little scared to kind of dip my toe back in the Miyake water, but I'm gonna go ahead and try doing some samples of that this year. So definitely stay tuned for that. So those are my thoughts on Miyake so far. You know, I believe there's some hype there, but I just don't know exactly how much hype. But there's hype, and I don't know if it's necessarily warranted, but you know, to each their own. Next up, guys, I want to talk about Vivamore. Now, this is the sister company to that company right there. Sorry for the oily, greasy finger prints on the cover. Sorry. I loved the whole branding of Vivamore. I love the style of the bottles. I felt like it was very chic. So I decided to get the sample pack in. As you can see, let me just show you. As you can see, the majority of it it's been donated. It's been donated. I brought this over a year ago, and I think so this came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this came with 11 samples in there, and out of all the samples, the one that I really liked was the Dark Indulgence fragrance, and that is like your dark chocolate orange fragrance. So let's see if I can find it here. So it comes with a little information card showing all the fragrances and the notes. So Dark Indulgence was, of course, created by Bertrand Duchefort. He is like the fragrance whisperer, you know. So top notes are Italian mandarin, Brazilian orange, and dark chocolate. Heart notes are hazelnut and amberwood. Base notes are Tahitian vanilla, ambergris, and musk. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. And the only reason why I haven't purchased from them because they haven't responded to my email about phthalates. I'm trying to be more careful. So what stood out to me, what I didn't like is that you can have a brand and I can like only one of your fragrances. I know they've come out with new scents since I have purchased this sample box. So I purchased this over a year ago. A lot of these samples were purchased over a year ago, and I waited and waited, and I wanted to let them sit to see if I, you know, would change my mind when I came back to them, and I never did. You know, my first instinct was really, really right with these scents, but yeah, if I were to have purchased a fragrance from Viva More, it would have been Dark Indulgence. So yeah, I still think this is a very great put together line. Now, from what I remember about Dark Indulgence, it did not last that long on me. I think max, I would say around 4 hours. That was the max. So these are Extrait de Parfums. And for Extrait de Parfum, I would expect more from that. So you know, it's still a beautiful fragrance, and there's also a discount here. You know, I don't know if it's expired. I had this discount here. I don't know if it's still, if it's, oh no, it's within 30 days. Okay, doesn't apply to me anymore. But yeah, yeah, so Viva More overall, I think, is a very well put together brand. I have not given up on this brand yet. I don't know if this is safe for me to use, so I'm not going to buy it. But overall, I would say that I am disappointed with the fact that I only liked one of their fragrances out of this whole entire 11 sampler set. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and just hearing what I have to say about some of these fragrance lines who I think are absolutely amazing, and I just haven't really found the one for me yet. So yeah, stay tuned, because I'm definitely going to be trying out more of their fragrances, because I have not given up on them. I have not given up on these brands. I still feel like they're good quality in the make of the perfumes, the packaging of the bottles, everything, presentation. I think they're amazing fragrance lines. I just have not yet found the one or ones for me. So yeah, if you guys can relate, leave a comment down below and let me know of the brands that you have not given up on, that you believe that you will find the one or ones for you. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, you guys enjoy life and take care of yourselves. Bye.